Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I thought in honor of us reaching halfway through 2026, we'd take a little bit of a look back at the best skincare I've used this year so far. Now, that so far is a caveat because of course there'll be a full video at the end of the year where we look back at everything that 2026 had to offer. But with so much going on in the skincare space, I thought I'd share with you what are my top products of the year so far. This really is based on the products that I've repurchased most frequently and the ones that I've used most often in my skincare routine, what I'm going to call the best of the best. So sit back, relax, let's talk the best skincare of the year so far. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my personal favourites, and as always, this video isn't sponsored and it isn't in paid partnership. If you appreciate true independence in the skincare community, then you're in the right place. And if you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. The reason that I ask that, like a lot of content creators do, is because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. And this is just a fantastic way of helping this video, which is of course completely unsponsored, fight through a lot of the ads and the paid material that we're seeing online. I really do value my independence, speaking from the heart and not the wallet, so just thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And of course, I'd love to know what your number one skincare product of the year so far is. So again, reach down into the comment section below and let me know what's that one standout that's just really delivered for you. Don't gatekeep it, shout it, because I know everyone in the Mad About Skin community would love to hear it. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So I've got quite a long list of products. I know we're only halfway through the year, but I've tried a lot of new skincare and there's also been a lot of carryovers from previous years. Things that are still going strong in my skincare routine today. I try to minimize the total number of products that I actually chop and change. I like to try new skincare, but I like to have like a core basis of like consistent products that feature day in, day out, because they're the ones that really are going to give you maximum results. And you'll really see a mix in today's video. There's some high end, some low end. I tend to be more on the drugstore side of things because I'm cheap. So most of these are more on the drugstore and affordable side of things. But there's a little mixture here for everyone. And let's start out with cleansers. So cleansing for me has always been just like a means to an end. I've cleansed the skin in order to get onto the good stuff. But I feel in 2026, I've really started to focus down on cleansing as a way of getting maximum results from my routine. If you choose the right cleanser, it's setting your routine up for success. Choose the wrong one, it's setting it up for failure. If you see it like that, I think we can appreciate that cleansing is a more important step than maybe we give it credit for. And I've actually got three today. I've got a micellar water, a standard cleanser, and a budget-friendly alternative. So let's start out with the micellar water first. This is the Dr. Sam Flawless Cleansing Water. As you can see, I am down to the last dregs of this one because it's just my summer staple. I'm not somebody that uses micellar water day in, day out because I find I just don't need it. It's just an extra step I don't need. But in summer, I like to use micellar water on the back of the neck, behind the ears themselves, places where I'm putting sunscreen, but it's quite hard to wash off at the sink before I jump in the shower. I like to cleanse and then get in the shower, so I just make sure that everything's removed. And I think micellar water is a good check to just make sure you're doing that. Most of them struggle to take off SPF, particularly multiple layers of quite stubborn SPF. This just works, melts everything away really effectively. You can use it all over the face as a standard cleanser. I would probably use it as the first step in a double cleanse, but for me, I just keep this on hand, put it on a cotton round. I've got some great reusable ones that I use at the moment. I'll dig out a link to the ones that I use in terms of reusable cotton rounds. I'll dig out a link and leave it in the comments, but yeah, little on the cotton round, and I just take it across the neck, back to the ears themselves, areas that we forget to cleanse or we may be less robust with our cleanse, and of course go into the ear, because if you've seen any blackhead removal videos, you know that the ones in the ear are the painful ones. So just take it in there again, just to keep everything clean, everything fresh, and then you can get in the shower and take it all off. I generally won't bother with that in winter where I'm not using as much SPF, particularly on like the neck and stuff, but during summer it's my absolute go-to. For the cleansers themselves, the wash-off cleansers themselves, my total favorite is this. This is the Medicate Total Moisture Daily Cleansing Gel. Anybody that tells you, or any brand that tells you that their cleanser doesn't strip and doesn't dry is lying to you. Cleansers by their very nature are stripping and drying. It's kind of what they're supposed to do. There are very few out there that deliver an effective cleanse and genuinely don't strip and dry. This is one of them. So in summer, where I need moisture, This is my go-to cleanser, and it's so good. It recently launched, so this wasn't around last year and in last year's equivalent video. It recently launched, and I think this is going to be one of those products that I can already see being in my routine for the next like 2 or 3 years minimum, because I'm just loving it so much. My top tip is a little goes a long way. Don't use a lot, like half a pump, because it's so effective, will do the whole face. Now, this one by Medik8 is fantastic, but it does come with a slightly higher price point. I don't mind that because, like I said, a little goes a long way, so it's a really cost-effective cleanse. But if you're somebody that wants a really affordable and drugstore cleanser that works almost as good as this one, I would fully recommend the Bubble Fresh Start Cleanser. Bubble are a great little skincare brand that I have had so much success with. Their packaging is eye-catching, it's a pop of colour, which I personally really enjoy, but the formulas are really good, and I think this cleanser comes in at like £13, and you get a lot for it, a lot of cleanser in it. I think this is a really nice budget-friendly option that, again, doesn't strip or dry, but delivers an effective cleanse. If money was no object, I personally would opt for the Medik8, but that Bubble is a very close second, and one that I think it wouldn't be fair to not mention in this video, because it's just a wonderful, really accessible price point too, which I love. So we've cleansed the skin, and we're now going to get on to the rest of my skincare routine. I'm going to try and go through this in the order that you would apply it in terms of a full skincare routine, because I know people have mentioned that before and said it would be useful. So if that's the sort of formatting you like to make it easier, again, let me know by dropping the like on this video, and I'll try and replicate that in future. So next, I would normally apply my eye cream. Now, I have lots of eye creams that I'm really enjoying at the moment. Most of them actually from the Korean skincare market. If you want to see a deep dive into my favorite eye creams, I did a separate video, which I'll dig out and I'll leave a link to up there. Check that out. This video won't feature any Korean skincare, because I'm going to do a separate, like, best of 2026 so far Korean skincare edition. So that's separate. So from the Western market, my absolute favorite eye cream is this. This is the Remedy for dark circles. I love this, and it's been out of stock for the past 4 months. My under eye has missed this like no other product. I saw it was back in stock and I ran. I put 4 on order. That might seem excessive, but I don't want to be without this, and 4 will last me the rest of the year. So I feel like I can breathe. My under eyes can breathe a sigh of relief because we have this in stock for the rest of the year. It is such a nice product. You get a good dough for applicator, so you can keep this in the fridge for the ultimate cooling. I personally just apply it with my finger. That's my preference, but you can apply it with the applicator, no problem at all, and it's just such a multi-functional product. Now, I love Remedy because they list all of the ingredients on here. So you've got kojic acid, which is going to fade under eye discoloration, any hyperpigmentation you have. Caffeine is going to just turbocharge that blood flow and lymphatic drainage, taking away puffiness, inflammation, and dark circles. You've got a marine algal complex, which is anti-aging, and you've got matrixol, which is my personal favorite peptide blend for boosting collagen and elastin. Anti-aging, reducing puffiness and inflammation, eradicating dark circles. All in one. No notes, nothing to say about that. I just love it. So now we're going to come on to toners and essences. Now, you could absolutely use your toner before your eye cream. I don't know why. It's just habit. I don't. It doesn't matter which way you do it round. Don't stress it. Whatever feels good for you. But I then will generally go on with my toner afterwards. And my favourite toner of 2026 so far is this. This is the Tower 28 Hypochlorous Acid Spray. Now, hypochlorous acid is fantastic for anyone that's breakout prone. You can probably see here, I get breakouts in summer, and they generally take a lot longer to fade in summer than they do in winter. Frustrating. Hypochlorous acid is the best ingredient for reducing breakouts. Now, I love it in a spray form. You can get it in cleansers, you can get it in creams. I like it personally in spray form because when I finish the gym, I don't want all that bacteria sitting on the skin, doing whatever. So before I even go into the gym, before I even get my workout on, I will give this a good spritz on the chest, on the face, back of the neck, and that will just prevent and reduce acne-causing bacteria from causing a problem and prevent breakouts. When I'm done at the gym, I've done my workout, I will generally shower, and then I will do another spritz again because it just keeps all your breakouts in check. And let me tell you, if you haven't tried hypochlorous acid, this is the best one. Doesn't strip, doesn't dry. Prequel also do a really great one, but this is more affordable, which is why I think I'm gravitating towards this more, but the Prequel one is also fantastic. Yeah. I would encourage everyone to get a toner with a purpose, and hypochlorous acid has a key purpose, particularly in these warmer summer months. So up next, let's talk vitamin C serums. I'll generally apply my toner, essence, or mist, and then I'll go straight in with vitamin C's. Generally, vitamin C's will apply best onto damp skin, which is why I like to do it straight after my Essence toner or mist. Now, I think in 2026, I've started to get excited by vitamin C serums again. For the longest time, things were a bit stale. Nothing really changed. There wasn't a lot of innovation. And then the world's most popular vitamin C, the SkinCeutical C Ferulic, the patent fell off that product. And I feel that brands almost sensed like a weight was lifted from them. And a lot of brands have gone back to innovation, you know, really trying to work out the best formulas. And I feel that a lot of skincare brands now feel liberated without the presence of that SkinCeutical C Ferulic kind of clouding out the market. And we're seeing so many new vitamin C serums hit. My personal favorite is this, again by Remedy. Now, Remedy get a couple of mentions in this video, and that's not, again, it's not because it's sponsored. I am not in any business dealings with Remedy whatsoever. I just genuinely love them as a brand, and I think they're doing so much right, and the price point is divine. This is the Remedy for Daily Defense. This is a 15% stabilized vitamin C that also contains all like your essentials from your ferulic acid, which is going to turbocharge the results you see from that vitamin C. You've also got your DNA repair enzymes, which that's quite an innovative ingredient collection that's really emerging in skincare. Expect to hear a lot about DNA repair enzymes in the next year. Nice to see that Remedy have really got ahead of the game with that, added anti-aging, and it contains ectoin, which is the best calming and soothing barrier supporting ingredient. This is a powerhouse and I absolutely love it. Now, I know depending on where in the world you are will depend on how easy it is to access this. I absolutely love it. I think it's the best if you can get your hands on it. If you can't access the Remedy, then the Sea Glow by Geek and Gorgeous, also a really nice option. I will link both down below because they're both, in my opinion, stand out. It's like head and shoulders above the rest of the vitamin C industry. Remedy is my personal favourite, but that Sea Glow by Geek and Gorgeous, definitely a great option if you can't get Remedy. So next I will generally go on with my hyperpigmentation serums. I feel that hyperpigmentation serums naturally follow on from vitamin C because vitamin C will already have started that hyperpigmentation fading and you're following on with the serum. I've got two mentions in this category. One comes with a higher price point, one's more affordable. My personal favourite is this. This is the Allies of Skin Azelaic and Kojic Advanced Clarifying Serum. This works quicker than any other hyperpigmentation serum I have ever put on my skin. Within 2 weeks, your hyperpigmentation is fading, those dark spots are lifting, and you just have a more even skin tone. It also has some acne fighting benefits in here too. So if you're someone whose hyperpigmentation is acne derived, like mine, this is an absolute must-have. But even if you don't have breakouts and acne, this will still help with any sun-induced hyperpigmentation, hormonal hyperpigmentation. This will work. Kojic acid is one of the best pigment correctors out there, and the fact that they've used azelaic acid alongside it just doubles down on the benefits. This, one of the best, if not the best hyperpigmentation serums I have ever used. And if your budget will stretch to Allies of Skin, I think this is an absolute no-brainer to slot into your skincare routine. I have got a 20% discount code for this, which I will leave down in the description box below. That'll bring that price point down a little. But don't worry, if you can't reach budget-wise for Allies of Skin, I actually created my own hyperpigmentation serum, which is this, the Mad About Skin Dual Action Dark Spot Serum. So this contains azelaic acid, tranexamic acid, alpha-arbutin, and some natural brightening ingredients too, to just really be like it's just an all-encompassing hyperpigmentation serum. I would encourage anyone that hasn't tried azelaic and tranexamic acid together to give it a go. You can buy two separate serums, but for me, just having it in one makes it super simple. This is really inexpensive, so if you're looking to get really quick results and advanced hyperpigmentation results on a budget, this is the one I'd recommend. And again, I'm going to leave a discount code for, again, getting you 25% off this and the whole Mad About Skin line, actually. If you do want to try it, it's just a bit of a hidden summer sale, which we're not telling anybody. It's just anyone that's watching this video will be the only people that actually know about it. So you're in the know, in the exclusive club. And again, that's just my way of hopefully helping you guys reduce the cost of your skincare without compromising on the results that you see. So we've got a couple of categories remaining. After hyperpigmentation, I like to generally go in with an anti-aging serum, and hands down, the only one that I would recommend above and beyond all the others is this. This is the Medik8 Exo PDRN Prismatic. Exosomes help the rest of your skincare penetrate more effectively, so all the products that you just put on and any that you put on subsequently are just going to work a little bit better for you. PDRN is great at boosting collagen and elastin, and for me, this is the best glow boosting anti-aging serum I have ever used. Glows you to the gods, gives you that lit from within look, whilst also providing exosomes and PDRN. And like I say, this isn't a selfish serum, because actually using this is going to help all the rest of your serums that you've just put on and will put on work better. So it's like adding a friend to your skincare routine. It is genuinely that good. I crowned this as my favourite serum of the year recently. Dig out that video and I'll link it up there if you want to check it out in more detail. Genuinely, just a little gem of a product that's going to help you elevate your skincare results. Now, we're in the home straight. 2 more categories that I want to award. First up, the best retinoid. Retinoids are essential for your evening skincare routine, focusing on anti-aging, boosting collagen and elastin, and also increasing cellular turnover, so they have some great anti-hyperpigmentation benefits too. There are lots on the market. My heart will always be with Retinal, which for me, I just believe is genuinely the best of the retinoids available over the counter. Higher potency than retinol, but less irritating. So that for me is a win-win-win. And my favourite, Retinal, Geek and Gorgeous and their A-Game collection. Now, I based this on price versus formula versus results. There isn't a cheaper retinal serum on the market than this that will still deliver you those same next level results. The formula is so good. They could honestly charge, I don't know, £50 for this and I would still buy it. It's 14. You know, it doesn't get cheaper than that. And I just love Geek and Gorgeous for really hitting that affordability hard and proving that you can do effective skincare without breaking the bank. Retinal is my preferred retinoid, but if you want to see like a comparison of all the different retinoids and the different strengths and which one to go for, I actually did a recent retinoid showdown video, which I'm going to dig out and link up there. That video hasn't even gone live yet, but it is available if you click on that link and you can get like an exclusive first look at it. It'll be going live in like a week's time, but if you wanted to get ahead of things, you can check out that video. So that actually contains a full list of all the different retinoid variants and which are the weakest, the strongest, the more sensitive, skin friendly, all of that. It will unpack everything for you. So if you don't know what retinoid to use, that video is an absolute must watch. My personal favorite is this Geek and Gorgeous one, which for me, the price point's divine, the formula's next level. Could we ask for more? And then last, but by no means least, because actually it's the most important step in your routine, sunscreen. There are lots of different sunscreens on the market. I will generally use Korean sunscreens, which will be coming in the Korean video, obviously. But from the Western market, the one that I use most frequently is from my own brand. This is the Mad About Skin Protect and Hydrate Sunscreen. The reason I use this is it's got a 6-hour wear. So you don't have to reapply every 2 hours. This lasts 6 hours. And somebody that I've got kids, I have to send them to school wearing sunscreen. They're not going to reapply during the day. So I apply it at 9 o'clock on a morning. It's still going strong when I pick them up at 3. That's what I mean by easy. I don't want to use a sunscreen on that's going to be, you know, kind of not working by 11, knowing that they're not going to reapply. We've got a heat wave here in the UK. The UV is through the roof. We need to protect our skin. But who's going to reapply? If you're the sort of person that just knows you're not going to reapply every 2 hours on the second hour, get this, because it's got a 6-hour mechanism of action. So you can put it on in the morning and you're covered till you get home in the afternoon. It just makes life that little bit simpler. This isn't the only long wear sunscreen out there. Other brands do formulate with them, but because they have to use newer technology, newer generation filters, generally cost more to formulate, most brands will default to the old generation filters, which generally have that 2-hour window of action. You can get some really great long wear sunscreens and they don't need to break the bank either. So this individually is $16.99 for 100ml. This is a 100ml tube, so double the size of your average sunscreen and still super affordable. We also do a trio, a 3-pack, which is actually 33% off. So 3 for the price of 2. I'll link the single unit and I'll also link the trio, the 3-pack, because if you're somebody that gets through your sunscreen and want to really to buy now for the whole summer, that trio is a great way of just reducing that cost down further. I'm all about long wear sunscreens because for me, it's about convenience and being protected even if you don't have the space to reapply. You don't need to as frequently with a product like this. And if you'd like to see a video of some of the other options in terms of long wear sunscreens, let me know because I will be quite happy to film that video. I've got quite a few personal favourites. And there you have it. A rundown of the best skincare of 2026 so far. Will all this change when, you know, we take a look in December? I don't know. You'll have to tune in then. Generally speaking, most of these products have been consistent in my routine for some time. There shouldn't be any shocks here. I think anyone that's watched the channel regularly probably will recognize all of these products having been featured before, especially my full skincare routine videos. But I always like to celebrate that half-year point by just looking back at what I think is the best of the best from the skincare market. And hopefully this just gives you a little food for thought when it comes to your own routine. Wherever you are in the world, guys, I hope you've had a wonderful start to 2026, and I hope the rest of the year is kind to you, to your family, and that you just have a wonderful, wonderful last 6 months. Wherever you are in the world, guys, take care. Bye.